time in West Lafayette on the campus of Purdue University, and the Boilermakers lead 37-33.
Boy, what a half of basketball that was, and E'Twaun Moore was scintillating. His shot here epitomized what kind of half he had. 4 of 6 from the three-point line, 18 points on 7 of 10. Jared Sullinger sat the last 5 minutes of the half with 2 fouls, but did plenty of work when he was on the floor. The catalyst for a 13-5 run to end the half, E'Twaun Moore.
He'll return, and so will we right after this. 4-point margin at the break. Purdue up by that quartet of points. Vernon Clark. Let's take a look at the Powerade complete breakdown of the first half, Mr. Kellogg.
Well, a couple of things stand out for me. The 9 turnovers for Ohio State leads to 5 more shot attempts for Purdue. You see a well-played game. Other than that, both teams shooting it well. And then this 8 minutes that William Buford was able to play due to foul trouble really hurt the Buckeyes a little bit.
Take a look at the shot chart. Jared Sullinger.
It's going to look like a bunch of greats. Basketball greats, because he's in the paint all day long, other than the one shot he took on the fadeaway jump shot. And then E'Twaun Moore. More, and more some more. E'Twaun was fantastic, 7 of 10, and his shot chart a little more spread out. Let's take a look at 4 round 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's the one guy isolated in the paint. And watch how the Buckeyes move the ball. A bad rotation, 2 guys go to the ball, leaving Sullinger wide open underneath.
Well done, Mr. Kellogg.
Well, we try to operate within the shot clock.
Yeah, you know, that was 5 pounds in a 3-pound sack. Jackson. Lewis Jackson off the glass to open the second half.
And Thad Matta opens the second half, as he typically does with Aaron Crabb on the floor. That means Lauderdale sits. They've got to get Buford going, because he's a guy who can get shots.
From the corner, that misses. Johnson tips it to Travis Carroll. Carroll opened the game as a starter, and he opens the second half on the floor. It was Ryan Smith. Kraft went for the steal, didn't get it. Jackson back outside, Smith for 3. This is the largest lead of the game now for Purdue. 6 points. Lighty. Diebler for 3. He is now the all-time Big Ten 3-point scorer ever.
And, you know, he has shot 40% for his career from the three-point line after shooting 29%
as a freshman. Remember, he got off to a 2 for 26 start.
Yep.
And he came in highly touted. John Diebler, the all-time leading scorer in Ohio State basketball high school history. But there is Carroll. Another jumper from Travis Carroll.
I tell you what, Matt Painter utilizing Carroll. He's a big body that can defend Sullinger, but he's also a capable mid-range jump shooter, which allows Purdue to move Sullinger around a little bit. Nice strength that time by Jarrett, as he just went right through Travis Carroll to draw the foul.
That is the second foul on Travis Carroll. It's going to put Sullinger on the line.
Boy, this is an interesting bit of strategy here. I mean, if Carroll can consistently make that little 12-footer, it's going to be a tough cover for Jared Sullinger in a pick-and-roll situation. And I think Matt Painter might look to go to that. Nice-looking shooting stroke from the big freshman. Not much he can't do. He catches it in traffic. He finishes with strength. He's got a nice touch. He's all about winning and doing what his team needs.
2 for 2 at the line this trip. Opening moments, second half. And it's a 3-point game. Purdue on top. They went on top on a tear led by E'Twaun Moore. He scored the last 13 points. And he dishes Moore. Carroll draws the foul. Lighty picks up the foul. That's number 1 for him.
Vern, that's exactly what I was just talking about.
Right.
Pick and pop. He's ready to shoot that jump shot. The rotation came, and because he's made 2 jumpers from there, Lighty left his feet and committed the foul. If I'm Matt Painter, I'd probably try to milk that situation. Although you better make sure he gets as many shots as he needs, because he is doing work today. E'Twaun Moore, unconscious.
Yeah, let me think about that. Lighty. Nope. Ryan Smith for the Purdue rebound. Johnson has it. Carroll back to Ryan Smith. He can hit this shot, but not this time. Offensive board, Jackson. Looks inside, gets a screen from Carroll. In the corner, Smith puts it on the floor, guarded by Kraft. Here's Etwan Moore. Now Diebler has it defensively. Jawan Johnson. Etwan Moore. No, boy, the crowd was ready to lift the roof off.
But every shot he's missed has been right on line. It's been a tad short or a little long. But he has been right in line on all of his three-point shot attempts.
Kraft and Diebler back to Kraft. Drives the lane, dishes outside.
I thought Kraft had a layup there.
I did too. Nice spin by Lighty, but the defense and Sullinger, no basket. Etwan Moore.
Joined the 2,000K to the 2,000-point club in the first half. And he did it a variety of ways. The three-point shot has been on target for the senior.
Now we're checking something at the line. Sullinger's getting ready to try the free throw. Etwan Moore, 5 of 8, and he is the only Boilermaker who's canned one from beyond the arc today.
And Ryan Smith is an excellent three-point shooter, as you've indicated. I think they're trying to figure out whether Jarrett was fouled in the act of shooting or on the floor, and they got the right call. He missed the initial shot, got his offensive rebound, and was bumped. And that's why he's at the line for 2 now.
And the foul called on Carroll. It's his third. Nice stroke by Jared Sullinger. Clark mentioned his brother Julian played at Kent State. JJ, his older brother, played at Ohio State. Told Thad Matta, you really need to recruit my brother. That wasn't a tough sell.
That was back when Jarrett was young and not quite as physically svelte as he is now. I mean, you would never call him svelte, but he was round. He was kind of a round mound of rebound as a youngster, but he always had the great hands and high basketball IQ and good feet.
Here's Beatty on the floor for Carroll now, who picked up his third foul. Tyrone Johnson is on the floor, number 0, the freshman. Jawan Johnson guarded by Lighty. 5 on the shot clock, and timeout called by Purdue. They had just about run out of options. Time call, Boilermakers. They have the lead.
I'm looking forward to it. Dimmers of Fredette went for 43 in that first meeting. And that was quite a scene. Down to 2 seconds on the shot clock.
Johnson can't, though. He does control it. Nope. Here's Kraft, followed by Tyrone Johnson, and he gets the ball to fall off the glass. Aaron Kraft. He's got 8. Moore. 2-point game. Oh, nice pass. DJ Bird. Great find to Barlow underneath.
Well, David Lighty is defending Jawan Johnson. And that time there was a mix-up on the weak side because 2 guys went to Johnson, and that left Barlow loose. Because of the 2 fouls, I think Thad Matta has decided to keep Jared Sullinger off of Johnson.
Stolen by Moore. Diebler back. 2-on-1. Nice. Kraft all the way. Dish Diebler. Buford. They're going to get Tyrone Johnson. Tyrone Johnson. He was backing in. 0-on-0.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, never getting up. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up.
I want to draw your attention to DJ Bird's head. Right here, his teammate is there. The defense is shifting to the right. And he's going to look that way, freeze him, and then get it inside to Barlow. Now he's looking to his right, but he's seeing his teammate open. And that's a terrific job of one, taking care of the ball with two hands and being ready to pump fake your pass, but also looking off your defender, because when that ball goes from one side to the other, the defense is taught to shift. Excellent work that time by Purdue.
And Purdue, just to underline the point you made, 12 assists on 19 field goals.
That's a great ratio.
Yeah.
Excellent ratio. You get anywhere above 60% of your field goals being assisted on, that's pretty good.
Jawan Johnson has it, guarded by Sullinger. Now Kraft on Barlow. Tyrone Johnson, number 0. Underneath, Equan Moore finds his teammate. 2 more.
How about Barlow? His size is a problem because he's strong and he's about 6'5", and Purdue really doing a nice job of dissecting where the openings are against Ohio State's defense.
Largest lead in the ballgame for the Boilermakers. That's at 8. Here's Kraft. Takes DJ Bird all the way. Bird with a good job defensively. And at the other end, Lighty just picked up a reach from behind foul. That's his second.
The critical juncture here for Ohio State, Vern, I think. They've got to maintain their composure already. They've committed as many turnovers in 26 minutes that they usually commit in a game, and that's been problematic.
Had 6 in the first 8 minutes of the ball game. Now Kraft gets this one for Ohio State. Lighty has it. Relatively ineffective day for David Lighty. He had the one big 3. This one in and out. Sullinger can't control it, but it is tipped by Equan Moore.
Well, how about the effort by Jared Sullinger just to get a hand on that ball while he was being blocked out? Well, he's got excellent instincts around the basket, but for the Buckeyes to get back in it and perhaps stem this tide, as you look at Kelsey Barlow receiving a nice hand, they've got to not turn it over and get this guy going. William Buford has to be able to knock down some shots for him.
Quick base, Jackson fires in the corner, empty pass, back outside for 3.
Well, that's great offense, though, Vern. They probed inside, passed it out of the double team, and got a wide open look.
Lighty still has it, guarded by Tyrone Johnson. Here's Buford. Too strong. Sullinger hit it last. Purdue ball.
Well, that's a force by William Buford, and he knows it. But sometimes when you've been in foul trouble, Vern, and your minutes have been disrupted, it affects your flow. So you're trying to play catch-up, and you sometimes go a little too fast.
Now, Buford picked up those 2 quick fouls in the first 2:45 of the ball game, and as a consequence, played only 8 minutes in the first half. Jackson, crossover. Barlow. Back on the floor.
Jared Sullinger doing a nice job on Jawan Johnson so far this half. He and David Lighty.
Taken away by Diebler.
Excellent defense by the Buckeyes.
Right side, Lighty for 3. No. Lighty is now 1 of 7 from the field. Purdue will slow down the pace, 12:34 to go, and they lead by 8.
Typically when they do that, they're trying to get it to Jawan Johnson or this guy.
And why not? Double-digit lead for the Boilermakers. Now they're going to check and see if it was 2 or 3.
Either way, it's a double-digit lead, right?
Yes.
Whether it's 10 or 11.
Even with my sociology degree, I can
figure that one out?
count that up, yeah.
Well, we'll take a look. Got double lines out there. The deep one is the men's. Hard to tell from there. It looked like his toenail might have been on it. And if it's on any part of that line, it's a 2. Got to be clearly behind the line. And I think he may have scraped it. Let's see. Yeah, he's got it. He's got his foot on it.
You think?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Definitely.
All right.
He's got enough of that sneaker touching that blue line. It should be a deuce.
It is confirmed. By the way, there is a women's game between Ohio State and Purdue. A couple of hours after this one. It'll start at 5 o'clock Eastern.
That's right. Lady Buckeyes taking on the Lady Boilermakers. to be as good as this one, I'm probably going to hang around
I
for it.
heard that. Yeah, I thought you might.
I'm going to be here anyway. I'm looking forward to seeing it.
I thought you might. Dallas Waterdale's on the floor now for the Buckeyes of Ohio State. Here's Kraft.
Good job by Lewis Jackson, not allowing him to get by. Trying to post up Sullinger now. He's got to go to work.
There's the double from Jackson. And what a beautiful soft touch by Sullinger.
Oh, he's big time. He is so big time down there, Vern. Because he's got the turnaround jump shot, he's got the strength, and he's got the touch, as you indicated. But it starts with the footwork. That's where you get open down there, with your feet.
18 points for Sullinger. Here's Jackson. Scoops it up too strong. Waterdale clears the board for Ohio State. Here's Kraft. Sullinger called for it. Got it. Don't miss. A little too far underneath. Offensive foul. It was on Waterdale, and that's his fourth time call. Well, you come early enough and you meet all kinds of interesting students here. This is Chris Blaney. I met him a couple of hours before the game. He's a junior. No doubt will be in a spaceship one day.
Is that right?
I don't know. I just think dressed like that, he might. You never know. Oh, boy. Somebody forgot Lewis Jackson. And it's back to a 10-point lead. Lighty.
Well, the Boilermakers have done a nice job, not just making shots, but passing into shots. A lot of their baskets today have been assisted on. None prettier than that one from Moore to Johnson. But the ball movement has been solid, and Moore has been splendid all game long.
Aaron Kraft, the freshman, to David Lighty, the senior. Now here's Buford. Now they had a mismatch down low. And the foul called on Purdue. Did they get Jackson? I think they did.
Well, the Buckeyes have enjoyed an advantage at the foul line, Vern. They've made 10 out of 14. Purdue has only made 5 of 6. And you're right. There was a clear mismatch down there with Lewis Jackson trying to defend Buford. And this may, in fact, get Buford going. A chance to get to the foul line. Because to this point, he's 1 of 4 from the floor.
Gets one more.
And again, have been saddled with the foul trouble in the first half. Only played 8 minutes. Coming in, he averages 15 points a game in conference play.
And he cans both free throws, so it's an 8-point difference as we near the midway point of this rematch. A critical game in the Big Ten. If Purdue can win, they can shave the margin to 1 game behind Ohio State.
Well, if they don't win, then for all intents and purposes, I don't think anybody will catch Ohio State for the Big Ten conference title. Jared Sullinger picks up his 3rd foul, and the young fella has done a pretty good job. He's played over 9 minutes with just 2 fouls. Got a lot of ball, but got into him with his body.
Yeah.
Yep, you got a bunch of ball there, number 0. But just a touch too much of your body got into Johnson there.
So Johnson hitting 90% in Big Ten play. He's 4 of 5 today. One more.
Well, has not scored in this half, as you see. But E'Twaun Moore has been very, very good. Kelsey Barlow has come off the bench for 8 points, a couple of field goals this half. But you know he's always lurking as we go down the wire here. Between he and E'Twaun Moore, they've got a dynamic duo that can carry the load late in a close game.
Buford guarded by Barlow. Here's Kraft. Jackson has him. Man-to-man for Ohio State. They trail by 9. 11. As Kraft stepped on the line. Under 10 to go. Kraft. Boy, he's a defensive gem.
He sure is.
Diebler and Lighty couldn't quite get to him quickly enough. Under no rebound. Diebler. Clean block by Ryan Smith. Moore with Kraft back. Foul.
Good tough foul that time by Aaron Kraft. You don't want to allow a guy to get a dunk when the building is already highly energized. But good work by Purdue. And then numbers. But Kraft not giving up on the play, able to force each one to earn the points from the line.
And he gets the first. Well, that's back-to-back blocks and fouls for the two freshmen, Sullinger and Kraft. Good effort by both, but contact made.
Yep.
Kraft, Sullinger, Buford, Lighty, and Diebler on the floor for Ohio State. Barlow, Smith, Jawan Johnson, E'Twaun Moore, and Lewis Jackson for Purdue. Sullinger might have picked up another one. No, I beg your pardon.
Jawan Johnson got it.
Scott Brown made national headlines when he took Ted Kennedy's Senate seat. He'll make even more when he tells 60 Minutes about his childhood. Tonight, only CBS.
Well, that's a 16 foul on Purdue, Vern, which bodes well for Ohio State if they can get over the limit, but another turnover. And then stole it. Boy, he goes after that ball.
Over and back?
He was over and back. Man, what an effort by Aaron Kraft. You better squeeze it when he's around. And he gets to the ball quick and with strength.
High school quarterback was Aaron Kraft. He gave up football his junior year to concentrate. Actually committed to Tennessee and then decommitted when the infamous photo was found with Bruce Pearl, and Aaron Kraft and a couple of others were guests in his home and signed on with Ohio State. Aaron Kraft.
Big number there, only 6 assists for one of the best shooting teams in the country versus 14 turnovers.
Oh, there's some bodies being thrown around in there. Johnson still hasn't scored from the field in this half, and a foul on. They get Buford. They got Buford. That's his third.
Well, both teams now with 16 fouls, so you talked about it in the first half. Purdue, an excellent free throw shooting team, and with this cushion.
How about Kraft?
He doesn't give up on anything.
No.
He thinks every ball is one that he can get to.
Reach around from behind. Knocked out of bounds. Touch last by Jackson. Aaron Kraft.
He will make you feel it. He will make you feel it.
Has the ball in his hands right now. Lighty. Traveled. David Lighty's not having a memorable afternoon.
Well, indecisiveness there, Vern. If you're going to jab him, you got to jab him once and then get rid of it and move. Or pull the trigger if he's backed off of it. But indecisiveness, and Deshaun Thomas going to come back in. He struggled through an 0 for 5 half, but he's the kind of guy who can catch lightning in a bottle because he has range, and he's a fearless shooter and a very, very good scorer.
Thomas, the freshman out of Fort Wayne, Indiana. Here's E'Twaun Moore. In the corner. No good. Lighty has it. Sullinger out front. Buford to the left. Lighty takes it all the way. And he is fouled and go to the line. Big Ten basketball. Big game. Ohio State 12-1. Purdue 2 games back. Wisconsin defeated here, but those top 3 have protected their home court in every game so far this year. And Purdue trying to win its 15th in succession this season. They actually won their last game last year. Matt Painter graduated from Purdue in 1994. Lighty. 8-point difference. 8:06 to go.
Gone cold from the floor here the last few possessions, Vern. Could be a matter of which team can get some offense going from the field and then knock down some free throws.
Here's Thomas after Moore missed the up and under. Lighty back outside. Thomas for three. No. DJ Bird with the rebound from Purdue. Now the crowd getting a little restless, even though Ohio State hasn't been able to can these field goals. Johnson. He still can't draw a basket. Lighty, nice. And Ryan Smith fouls Sullinger. A chance for a three-point play.
What a pass by David Lighty, but it starts with the push ahead. The long miss is the fast break's first pass, and then Lighty, excellent sit-down bounce pass. And Sullinger knows exactly what to do with it. Pack it home.
And the first guy out to congratulate the Buckeyes, the head coach, Thad Matta. Game summary, take a look at lines 2 and 3 on the left side.
I'll tell you what, 4 of 16 shooting this half for Ohio State. 15 turnovers, well above the norm of 11. But they only find themselves down 6. Aaron passes. Good defense by Purdue. But the Buckeyes, again, only down 5. Actually down 6. Maybe it will be 5. Jared Sullinger looking to complete a three-point play. But more turnovers than field goals made here in the second half. But they also have 10 steals, Vern. So that's a way to kind of counteract that. And they've won the rebounding battle as well, +5. So the turnovers, what it has done is allowed Purdue to get a lot more shot attempts, +7 in field goal attempts. But all of that being said, I mean, it's still anybody's game here with just over 7 minutes to go.
Sullinger still perfect with the line, and his three-point play makes it a 5-point game. 21 points for Jared Sullinger, 7:11 to go.
Kelsey Barlow going to run the point now, and it's off of E'Twaun Moore. Sometimes you assume that that pass is just going to be made. The defender, David Lighty, jumps in front, and that's a tough, long pass to make, especially when a defender has a chance to home in on it.
On the floor for Ohio State, Kraft, Buford, Thomas, Sullinger, and Lighty. Here's Lighty, the senior, guarded by E'Twaun Moore, the senior.
Juwan Johnson and Sullinger both playing with 3 fouls.
Back out to Kraft, quickly back inside, the triple team, and Purdue's got it. Deron Johnson, another turnover for Ohio State. That's 16. Their high for the year was 20 at Iowa.
This is where you would expect E'Twaun Moore and Juwan Johnson to try to go to work. When you've got seniors that have their ability, you expect them to beg for the ball and then do something positive with it when they get it.
They got Barlow with this one, 1-1. E'Twaun Moore, by the way, Bart, 26 points now.
Yeah, he's been fabulous today, Vern. I mean, the efficiency of his production, the timeliness of it. He was a catalyst in a 13-5 half closing run. They're reeling now, and he gets it in the post against the smaller Kraft.
Aaron Kraft, 1-1. Had a chance to chat with him yesterday about his record as an athlete. This is pretty impressive. In high school football, as a starting quarterback, his team lost 4 games. In high school basketball, as a starting point guard, his team lost 5 games. That's 9 in high school. They lost to Wisconsin the other night, so he says, I'm in double digits.
He keeps track of that kind of stuff.
I said, how many wins? He said, I don't know about that.
Yeah. He's locked into the law, but he's a terrific kid and has obviously had an impact all season long and certainly in this game today, too.
Nice pass by DJ Bird again. Barlow's on the baseline, guarded by Buford. That could be over and back. No! Beautiful save by E'Twaun Moore. Still plenty of time on the shot clock. It's now at 10. And he takes the jumper. How about that? Triple team. Blocked. E'Twaun Moore, guarded by Kraft. Kraft fouled him. It was in the first half when E'Twaun Moore, with a magical basket, sparked an 11-2 run that put Purdue on top. He misses the front end of a 1-and-1. He scored the last 13 points of the first half for Purdue. They were up by 4 at the break. Sullinger. Knocked out of bounds. Touch last by Purdue.
Well, it's obvious the Buckeyes are going to do what they've always done in this situation. Get that ball inside to Sullinger. Lewis Jackson returns for DJ Bird, who just deflected that ball out of bounds. But Purdue is really gang trapping Sullinger when he puts it on the floor.
There they come. You saw Barlow come back. Jackson came back.
Got there late that time. And a nice job by Jared Sullinger to be a little more decisive in his move compared to the last couple of possessions.
That's the 4th foul on Barlow. And Sullinger's back at the line. 5 of 5 so far today.
That's a nice looking stroke too. And one of the things you really like about how is Kelsey Barlow sits down. When you're trying to come back, Vern, when you can play smash mouth basketball, run that ball into the paint and get something good in terms of a shot or draw a foul, it really can fuel you because now you get to set your defense and you've been able to score with the clock stopped. A little full court pressure here employed by Ohio State.
There's the trap. Deaver comes out. Jackson chases it down. 4:45 to go. Purdue by 6.
DeJuan Johnson has not scored in this half, Vern. 0 of 3. He might not need to if they put it in number 33's hand.
Points for E'Twaun Moore. Lighty muscles his way in. A foul before the shot. And David Lighty will go to the line. Shoots 2.
Well, Purdue in the double bonus.
Yep.
So every foul would now be a 2-shooter for Ohio State, which bodes well for the effort to try to come back.
Oh. 3 of 7 at the line today. For 2. Johnson with a rebound. 4:15 to play. Here's Kraft again. He's like flypaper.
He's all over guys. And he does it without fouling. I know fans here are looking for a foul, but he's so quick with his feet and good with his body position that he doesn't foul that much.
Foul on a three-point play. The foul is on Lighty. We'll be right back.
Stop, drop, and roll. We got soul. Safety popped off when we lock and load. So this is how we get this done. You can check on the rep. Yep, second to none.
We are back, and let's take a look at the Capital One Cup impact performance.
A no-brainer, folks. Etwan Moore. 6 of 9 from behind the arc. 12 of 17 overall. And his baskets have been pure and timely. He's tied a career high to this point. And number 33 has been fantastic.
Well, it's appropriate, is it not, that on a day when he becomes the 5th member of a Boilermaker basketball team to surpass 2,000 points, he equals his career high. Now, DJ Bird will shoot 3. 2 more. Etwan Moore fueled that halftime burst just before the break that made it 37-33 Purdue. This is the second. And Ohio State has not gotten closer than that 4-point margin. They got it to 44-40. But each time it appeared they might make a run, number 33 came up.
Stepped in and made shots.
Back to 10 points. Only loss of the season for the Buckeyes at Wisconsin. In danger here.
Yeah, Johnson got his hands on Diebler that time.
Last time the top 4 teams in the AP poll lost in the same week, 2003. It all began with Kansas getting knocked loose at Kansas State. Texas, Nebraska yesterday, Pittsburgh, St. John's. What a week. And Thad Matta last night after the shoot-around was talking about, hey, come on. It's college basketball, you know, and there are no great teams this year. I think we all agree with that.
Yep.
And Ohio State, not that it means all that much here because there is a tournament to come, but they probably would have gone or would go back on top, number 1, if they would have won here.
I would have thought that would be the case as well, Vern, but looking as though it's going to be loss number 2 unless there's a major turnaround here. And it becomes a matter of what the voters determine. I would lean towards Texas if I had a vote.
Would you, even in the face of the Nebraska loss?
Yep. It was on the road.
Yeah.
The other teams lost on the road as well. I thought Texas should have been won over Kansas based on the head-to-head win in Lawrence.
Well, think about that Duke shellacking at St. John's, and that becomes, here's a foul called underneath, and Lighty's going to go to the line. Who's number 1? Well, Kansas lost to Kansas State. Ohio State in trouble here. Nebraska defeated Texas. And what a play by St. John's to win.
Oh, man. Steve Lavin and his
Gene
team.
Cady.
Yeah, Gene Cady and the rest of the staff, along with Dwight Hardy, vying for Player of the Year consideration in the Big East. Lighty, the fans are upset because it appeared as though Lighty came in from behind. But just because you're behind the player doesn't mean you foul when you come up with the ball. The foul is when you get on the back of the player, not over the back of the player. Still a long way to go here with the three-point shooting capability of Ohio State. So plenty of basketball left here. Purdue has to not be tentative, be strong with the ball, and play through their 2 top players, Moore and Johnson.
Well, there's a turnover. Sullinger's out there. Timeout, Purdue. Ohio State has scored 6 in 66 seconds. And now we're back at that 4-point deficit again. With 2:34 remaining, Buckeyes have 4 timeouts, Purdue with 2. And the double bonus in effect. Possession arrow favors Ohio State.
A nice little subtle move by Thad Matta to go into this full court pressure burn. When you get on a lead and you're at home, there's a tendency to exhale and just try to play your way to the finish line. Well, Thad Matta's full court pressure has now disrupted the rhythm of what Purdue wants to do, and they are on their heels. They're not attacking right now. And as a result, Ohio State has been able to peel 6 points off of this deficit.
This is Jawan Johnson guarded by Sullinger. Moore almost lost it, takes the jumper. Well, why not? Why would you expect anything other than that? Not today. Diebler, no. Moore, no foul call. Now the foul is called on Sullinger. And look at Ted Valentine. He hurries over to an assistant coach on the Ohio State bench and got in his face.
Well, apparently something was said.
Yeah.
That needed to be addressed. And Ted Valentine went right to the source.
And so Sullinger picks up the foul, E'Twaun Moore at the line.
You know what, Vern? Sometimes a great player can beat you by himself. There's Robbie Hummel, an outstanding player and young man, injured right before the start of practice and tore an ACL and is rehabbing and making progress and will be back for a 5th year next season.
With the dish, Whitey off the glass. Timeout. Ohio State. Purdue has the ball. Ohio State with 3 timeouts remaining, and they do have the possession arrow, but all of a sudden E'Twaun Moore, who now has extended his career-high number of points to 36, has put the Boilermakers back on top by 7.
Every time they've needed one, he's answered. Every single time.
Now Jackson and Moore in the backcourt. Underneath, Jawan Johnson. Kraft goes for the steal.
Well, you love that football mentality about Aaron Kraft, don't you?
I can't wait to watch him throughout his career.
Oh, yeah, he's a treat.
Boy, he is special. Jackson. Off the glass. Around the rim. 65 seconds to go. Buford, no. Ryan Smith, DJ Bird. And this Boilermakers crowd will try to bring him home. Guess who's at the line? Points. 45 seconds remaining. Jawan Johnson. Boilermakers win it over the Buckeyes. E'Twaun Moore had exactly 1/2 of the Purdue points. We'll return to West Lafayette right after this.
Here at Mackey Arena, Purdue knocks off Ohio State 76-63, and I'm joined by E'Twaun Moore, 38 points, a career high. Did you ever sense or see this coming before the game today?
Man, I knew it was a big game. I know I had to come out and play good, help our team win, and that's all I tried to do.
Talk about your performance. It seemed like every time you guys needed a basket, late in the first half, throughout the second half, you found a way to get a shot off.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I saw a few times we was in trouble, so I say, hey, it's a good time for me to be aggressive, and when it been aggressive, and it paid off.
We talked about the two big guys coming in, but E'Twaun Moore stole the show. Way to go, 33. Nice job.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
All right. Vern, take it away, partner.
All right, Clark, 33 scored 38. Not a bad afternoon. Greg Gumbel in New York is going to come up right after this. For Clark Kellogg, I'm Vern Lundquist, saying so long from West Lafayette, Indiana. This has been a presentation of CBS Sports on our 30th road to the Final Four.